This is what we're going to be working on today. It's a 3-bay chassis hopper, microtrains. As I was explaining, I like microtrains cars. They are visually accurate most of the time. Their details are good. I was supposed to like the little steps here. They always look much better than the Atlas most of the time. But I wouldn't advise to work on these as they get kind of pricey after you're paying, $15 to $25 for one of these, and you screw it up. It's kind of pricey after a while. Trust me. Anyway, so first thing you're going to want to do is lay a base coat of matte clear coat. So, in each one of these different colors, you're going to want to do a base coat of matte clear coat over it. So we're going to do I covered it, matted it, clear coat, done. Okay, and then when we go and finish the white, finish the fade, we'll clear coat it again. Once we finish the first rust color, we'll clear coat it again. You want to keep going after each one. That way it develops in layers, and it gives it a layered effect. If you do one color, if you do them all at the same time, and you don't spray matte in between, it will blend together and it won't look as good. So, you got your oil paint, Artist Oils here. I just go over the cheap stuff over at whatever art supply store. I think this thing was like $6 or something like that, and it's going to last me a long time. So I put a little bit on some cardboard here. Again, I was told this by some other expert modelers that if you put it on the cardboard helps it soak up the linseed oil, and that makes it a little bit easier to work with. I will dilute this with some mineral spirits on a brush here. I guess you can use turpentine. You can use whatever. To dilute, just dilute it nice, milky, but I'm sure you can see it on there. I'm going to also place a dab of, let's see, I'm going to do a little dab of raw sienna this time. A little dab of raw sienna. So that's more than I need. You really don't need very much to tint this. So I'm going to kind of pull that apart. I don't need that much. Really only need a small amount. Okay. Mix it up, mix it up. How thick you want it depends on how thick you want the white. If you want it to be not so aggressive of fade, you want to thin it out some more. I'm going to go for a pretty aggressive fade on this car, being that it's chassis and I'm kind of modeling, I would say I'm modeling 2000 current day, So this car is probably going to be pretty faded and pretty rusted. And basically, after you've got your paint mixed up, all you basically want to do is just start pushing it on the car. Just paint the car, basically. Go ahead and paint the car. You want to get this. Now I work side by side, so you want to get this into all the little cracks and crevices. Just cover it up. Cover it up. Doesn't matter which way you paint it. It's not important. So, looks like it's pretty well covered. I do a little bit of this step ladder here. This is pretty much what your car will look like after you're done painting this side. Yes, it looks way, way white. But you will be taking that off. Little by little until it looks really good. So, satisfied, everything's pretty much covered up. Feel like I've shoved paint in all the little holes. there for a bit. And then start. You can use paintbrushes. You can use, say, this one's pretty, the bristles are pretty thick, pretty heavy. It's not really very soft, so it'll take off more paint. So you just kind of go up and down, up and down. I don't know if you can already see, but there's already paint coming off in the middle here. So you keep going. I'll keep some paper towels handy to be able to kind of there. I don't want to clean it. I don't want to clean this thing totally. I don't want to get it in, say, you know, the mineral spirits, because it will be very difficult to get the mineral spirits off of this. If I go to use it again, I'll put it on here, and you'll end up basically taking off more than you want. You know, you'll be at this point, you know, it doesn't really matter if you're going up or down or side to side. It's going to matter more later on. Now I'm just looking to take paint off. You know, I'm just looking to get this paint that I have put on here, and I'm just trying to get it off. So it really doesn't matter if it's coming side to side. Later on, you're going to buff it out, basically. And so now you can see that it's faded. See, faded, unfaded, faded, unfaded. You just keep on going like this. I'm going to fast forward this. I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to fast forward it in the video. So see you in a bit. How thick of a fade is dependent on, you know, how much paint you take off basically will determine how thick of a fade you want. You can always go back and do it again, so have no fear that if you did too little, you know, you can always do it again. You just, you know, matte coat it again and then, you know, do it one more time. It's not a big deal. I'm about done with this brush. Move on to something a little softer. And it's actually pretty good right now. I kind of like how it is. There's a little extra white in some crevices, so I'm trying to kind of pull out right here. If you've got extra white, don't worry about it too much, because it's going to get covered up by the subsequent coats after this of burnt sienna, raw sienna, all that stuff. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you go up or down or left and right. I can't see brush strokes. I'm trying to see, you know, with the reflection of the light, and, you know, I can't see it. I can't see it.